Hey there, I am reading through this pivotal book here, Apologetics in Africa, edited by Kevin Muriithi, my good friend in Kenya. And so I'm just going by chapter, and I wanted to start with the introduction by Kevin himself. And its title is African Apologetics Through a Multidisciplinary Perspective. And so he basically introduces the importance, what apologetics is, why it's important, and then highlights that there are unique things in the African context that necessitate apologetics. And one of the things that he emphasizes is that, I mean, this is generally speaking, but I think it's very important in an African context, and that is that our apologetics needs to be something that appeals to the head, for sure, but also to the heart and to the hands. And I think that speaks to ultimately the importance of having a tactical approach to apologetics. How do we actually deploy this in a useful way such that it connects with the audience, primarily of lay people, and primarily, I would say, of the next generation who are really facing challenges as they grow up through the church, but then are exposed to such an accelerating influx of Western secularism into the African culture. Okay, he highlights that today is an exciting time to be involved in apologetics in Africa, and I would heartily concur with that. So much of the work that I get to do through Apologetics on Mission with the team there is work in Africa, coming alongside the burgeoning apologetics community there and helping equip them, train them, raise awareness, encourage, mentor, with the ultimate goal of having self-sustaining communities of apologetics in the regions where right now there's not that much, which is why for Africa, I think this book is so pivotal. It's not the very first book directed towards apologetics for Africa, but I think it represents just a quality. The authors are very well credentialed, spans a wide variety of topics, and it speaks to each of the topics in a general sense, talking about what the actual subject matter is, generally speaking, that would apply to anywhere in the world, but also about every chapter, the second part of every chapter is dedicated to how does this really play out in Africa? What are some of the considerations that this topic has in terms of the African culture? Okay, so yeah, that's about it. He kind of lays out the flow of the book and its multiple authors, and so I'm excited to go through chapter by chapter. So stay tuned.